This is a story I made, and it was inspired by my experience as a server in a restaurant. As a server, to give your customers an ideal dining experience, you have to be hyper focused on every step you make. From the moment you walk into the building, I know I'm taking care of you. I'm already overwhelmed but capable of taking another table. Initial greets are very important, so I have to make sure my other tables are well off enough to not need me for a little bit. Once we meet, I welcome you to our restaurant, but my sole objective is knowing what you want to drink today. As a waiter, I'm here to serve you, and as much as I love meeting people, concerned about certain things. There are a variety of customers, but I need to know what they want to drink in order to progress the tables during the experience. I could answer questions about alcohol and maybe push a drink, or I could have a table of all water drinkers. Either way, I'm in and out, and meanwhile checking on my other tables to see if they need any refills to kill two birds with one stone. After I drop off the refills to the other table, I deliver the drinks I've collected for you. I place them down and talk about appetizers. At my restaurant, we have bread, and people love bread. So that's all they're getting, and they know it. They don't want calamari or cheese sticks, they want the bread. So I tell you I'm getting the bread, but I already know there's no bread back there. So I have to stall while it's in the oven, and I can check on my other tables and hope that y'all aren't mad at me. I deliver the bread whenever it's ready, and to avoid an awkward table visit, I wonder what brought y'all into the restaurant. Maybe you're traveling, or you're visiting, or who knows. It's always different. And then I transfer the conversation into ordering. After I take y'all's order, my commitment to the table plummets. I ring your food in, and at this point, all that's left is the food being delivered or checkups for refills or errors. I'm ready to take another table, where my attention is needed for the initial greet, and at this point, my mind is scattered, because timing is everything, and while I'm talking to this table I just received, I know I have to find y'all soups, salads, appetizers after in order to give them to you in a timely manner. One of my tables wants butter for their bread, and another is ready to leave. I grab their check off the table, and I drop off your salads, and you guys are munching, and then I close the table and bus it, and then I notice someone needs a refill. I'm restocking bread, I'm bussing tables, I'm crying in the walk, and I'm checking on all of my tables. I got sat outside my section, and I am running everywhere. Someone had an undercooked steak, and now I have to handle this immediately. You finish your starting plates and are hungry for those entrees you're craving and ordered. I clear the table and tell you that they're almost ready, even though I have no idea when they're coming out. But luckily, they are almost ready. And I drop them off to you and ask if you want any cheese, and of course you wanted cheese. Everyone wants cheese. I put the tray and the cheese back at the expo center in order for other tables to get their food, and then I close another table. I refill someone's drink. I check on y'all to make sure everything's perfect with your order, and thankfully my kitchen is competent and everything is good, so I let you eat in peace while I greet another table and push desserts on another table that just finished eating, but they're too full and they don't want any desserts and they just want to leave. And then I notice someone needs a refill, and then I close at the table and give the refill and bust a table and wipe them down and then cry in the walk-in again. And at this point I find out I'm cut, which means I won't get another table, and everything starts to slow down. I start doing my side work and completely forget you exist. As soon as I remember, I visit the table, and everyone's done eating except for one. I provide a to-go container for the rest of their food and your check so you can go on with your day because you finished your goal of obtaining food. Once I return to the table with a credit card receipt, I do a final check for anything and say goodbye. At this point of having no tables, and I've finished my side work, and as soon as I'm ready to leave, that's when I remember that the table never received their butter. I hope you all enjoy this story of the basic mindset I'm going through while serving.